I watched these kids play. We were at this local park, and it had the baseball diamond, and it had this old bleachers seats, covered. It was like a Norman Rockwell painting. It really was. And I watched these kids, and I really think, in fact, one of the guys who lives there, he said, "Isn't this great?" And I said, "This is amazing." And he said, "It's really great. None of these parents know where any of these kids are right now." And I thought, that is great. It's like when we were kids. Remember, our moms used to say, we'd leave at 9 o'clock in the morning, and they'd say, be back before the sun goes down, or be back at dinner time.
And the street lights come on.
And I remember when he said that. Yeah. And I remember when he said that to me on Saturday night. He said that, and I thought, oh, my gosh, I remember when we would go places and we would do something like that, and we would just go run in the park and we'd play with our friends, our folks would say, when the fireworks start, we're going to be right here, so make sure you come back right here. And they didn't worry, and we didn't worry. There is something to be said if you're not working, at a place where you have to be there. If you can work remotely, I don't know why more people aren't moving to really small towns. Because my wife says, we have to drive 60 miles if we want to go, buy a shirt. And it's at a, Target. I don't even know if we have a Target 60 miles away from here. And I'm like, oh, that's why you got Amazon. That's why you got Amazon. But it's just, there's something, and it was weird, Pat. I don't know if you felt this yet, but some of the people that I have been talking to, some of my neighbors, they really feel as though this is it. We've lost it. Yeah. The nation is too far gone. And there was kind of this melancholy in some degree of this is not coming back. This is it.
Yeah, I've heard that sentiment expressed quite a bit. And it's sad.
Yeah.
So I don't want to accept that.
Really sad.
I'm trying to remain positive, but it's hard. It's hard with this kind of insanity going on every day. I mean, we've talked about 5 or 6 things just this morning that, a month ago you couldn't imagine. And look how often that happens now. Stuff that you just couldn't believe would happen happens every day, multiple times a day now.
I was talking to a friend of mine. He's an architect, and he works at a big architectural firm. And he said, they had this global conference call a couple of weeks ago. And they were all called in, and they said, these CEOs who God only knows how much money they're making, they bring in some guy to give them a talk. And he said, the first thing out of this guy's mouth is, if you can't agree that everything you know and have been taught about America is a lie, that's your white privilege, and we can't move forward until you get past that. And he was like, gosh. He said he just looked around, and everybody was just standing there, and nobody said anything. And he's like, everything that we've been taught is a lie?
Wow.
I mean, and what are you going to do? Are you going to be the one? And, in some ways, we're really going to regret not being the one that stands up in the room and goes, guys, come on, I can't be the only person here. There are problems and there are things that we've done wrong, but everything we've known about our country is a lie. I'm sorry, but if he says that I have to accept that to work here, I'm not working here. I mean, we're being conditioned to accept insanity. Insanity.